Good. I start too soon because I think it doesn't start. It says you're live and then you're not really live. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. On this beautiful day, it's a lot bluer sky than I expected. It was very overcasty and gray while I was having my Americano in bed. But it looks like there's a little more blue around here now. So anyway, it's a little cool on the deck. It's like 57, but and it's breezy, which you're probably hearing, and I apologize for that. But it's a fresh cool, not a biting cool, and it's lovely today. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm doing well. I think I need to start working on my deck and stuff. That's the garland that I bought and I didn't use it. And so it's been sitting around since, you know, December 1st. Still tied up on the deck. That's what that is, if you were wondering. So this is my garden gate by my friend Megan knit this for me for Christmas last year. Stein. Anyway, she's the one who does those beautiful. Anyway, I forget the designer. It's called the Garden Gate. The designer that does all this, you know, color work stuff. But anyway, I love it. It's soft and yummy, and it's perfect for a day like today. Although it's short-sleeved, but it seems to be working fine for me today, so that's good. So it's Thursday today, and I would normally be taking Aura to her rehab today, but her knee's given her fits, and she has an orthopedist appointment for Monday, so she's decided she's not going to do anything to aggravate her knee because yesterday was not a good knee day for her. But I will be going off because I got a call from Costco that my one pair of my glasses is ready. My readers are ready, and I'm so ready to have actual good glasses that I'm going to drive up there by myself and pick them up. Dennis's glasses and my bifocals are not ready, so we'll wait for all those three to come in before we go back. But I want my new glasses, and so I'm taking a ride. That's my plan. And it's a nice day for a ride. Dennis is going to stay home and make butter. Then make butter and ghee. So that's his plan for the day, so that'll be fun. Anyway, so there you go. We'll probably stop by Aura's after dog walk. She's been having an infestation of flies, and so we're gonna see if we can figure out why that is and bring her some fly paper. Talk about old school. But we happen to have fly paper. If we can find it, we'll bring it for her. And just check her out. Kim's coming tomorrow, so she'll have company, and that'll be good. But today is going to be otherwise low-key, I guess. I did frog back to past my mistakes in my Lunam last night, and started re-knitting the one side where I made the big mistake. So I'm looking forward to having both of those pieces in the same place soon and continue with that. I'm pretty far on that sweater, so I want to finish it. And it's actually a fun knit. It's very rhythmical. I just have to pay a little bit of attention to make sure that I'm not making a mistake. But it's, you know, you're reading the knitting from the previous row, so if you do that, you're good. And if you don't mess up and then continue the problem all the way up, then that's even better. Yeah, so yesterday when we had company for dinner the other week, Dennis had gotten 2 bags of key limes. And he made key lime pie, which takes a bag. It takes a half a cup of juice, and a whole little bag of key limes only makes a half a cup of juice. But he had bought 2. So I squeezed the key limes last night with the idea that we would make key lime pie today, but my weight is doing really well. I made some changes and they seem to be working, and so I told Dennis, let's just freeze the juice because I think the key lime pie won't be good for, you know. Hey, Pup. You want to say hi? won't be good for me to have key lime pie in the house, even though it's keto. Hi. Hi. So we'll freeze it, and sometime when we need a dessert, we'll. This is my Maisie, for those of you who are new. Right, pup? So that's what I did yesterday. And then I did the podcast. I was thinking, what did I do yesterday? All I did was squeeze limes. Really? That's not very much. But I did my podcast, and it's up. I still have to put the show notes in. Hey, pup. Yeah. I have to put the show notes in. But other than that, it's up and ready. And at the end, you can see the yummy Mongolian beef. I got both the dogs. Mongolian beef that I had for dinner. Dennis brought it to me at the end of my podcast. And it was delicious. There are no leftovers from that. We ate it all. There are a few leftovers from the stir fry from the day before, so I think that's what I'm eating tonight, and we have leftover wings. So I think probably that's what we're going to do to eat today, because Dennis is making butter and ghee, and he's going to be busy in the kitchen. I think that's his plan. And he's probably going to be making stock too, because he has some chicken carcass to use. So, not an eventful day, but I did get the podcast up, and that was good. I've decided I'm giving pattern prizes. I hope you don't mind. I'll give 3 pattern prizes for April, and next time I'm in my room rummaging around for yarn and stuff, I'll pick May's yarn. May will be a yarn month, I promise. I am lazy. I mean, there is no two ways about it. You know that, though. You already know me. So anyway, that's the plan. So today I'm just going to take a ride and putter around the house, check up on Aura, and knit. I think I'm going to keep knitting on my Lunum so I can get that second piece back up to where it matches the first piece, and then I'll go from there. So that's my plan. Although it's not typical for me to have 3 things, all of which I want to knit on. So maybe that'll give me more oomph on my my mojo. But to be honest, I got tired of knitting, and I was in the middle of a Duchess of Duke Street. I remember these pretty well. I'm sure I've seen them more than one time. So I'm in the middle of a Duchess of Duke Street, not my favorite one. And I stopped knitting, and I paused the show, and I started a book. I got a notice from the library that one of my library books is going to go back in 2 days. I got the notice last night. It's going to go back in 2 days. And I thought, well, do I really... Most of my library books just get repossessed before I read them. I take out library books and then I don't read them. And I don't even remember what this one is called. But I started reading it, and I'm enjoying it. It's a little snarky. It's a little, it's a mystery. And I forget what it's called. But the premise is the main character is a psychopath. She's a young woman, a freshman in college, and she's going to this college that has this program where they're studying psychopaths. So there are 8 psychopaths who are students at, well, there are probably more than that in the college, but there are 8 identified psychopaths in this college, and they're in this program. They got free tuition if they would go through this program, which is some monitoring, some testing, things like that. And 2 of the people in the program have been murdered now. And so, so now she's worried about her own safety, because she didn't actually do the murdering, as far as I know. And she's busy formulating her plan to murder someone else. I know, weird, but snarky and fun. And I was able to stop, at a chapter break and say, okay, it's time for bed, and end the book. And it didn't keep me awake at all. It didn't oh, what's going to happen, like that. It was light enough that it didn't do anything. So anyway, so I read last night. That's what I did. And I guess I'm going to read today, because I'm enjoying the book, and it's going away tomorrow. So I guess I'll be reading today. Yeah, I was thinking last night while I was reading, oh, well, I'll read while I'm at rehab, but I'm not going to rehab, so anyway. That's what I think I'm going to do, but you know me. How often do I ever do what I say I'm going to do? Not very often. Anyway, I'm going to go get my glasses. You'll see my new granny glasses tomorrow. They're not the fancy ones, but in terms of the outside part, which I can't frame. The word wasn't coming. The frames, they're cute, but they're not, you know, fancy. You wait till you see my bifocals, but they're not in. All right, I'm gonna go. Please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane. Bye. If I can say goodbye.